everyone, welcome to week 4 of your Advanced Computers 3 course. This week we're going to be covering the last 2 chapters of Access. So as we've talked about in the previous weeks, this particular PowerPoint and the following PowerPoint will walk you through step by step how to do these different things that we're going to discuss. So I'm just going to kind of give you a high overview of what these functions are, and then the PowerPoint itself will walk you through the steps of how to do these particular things. So the first one is Chapter 7. Chapter 7 is going to be all about filtering. And the cool thing about filtering is that you don't have to look at all of the data at one time. Because remember, the whole point of Access is that we've got tons and tons of information that we can put into Access, and we don't necessarily want to look at all of it at the same time. So we can put what we call restrictions or filters on a particular record in a table and look at specific things. So maybe we're in a, looking at a database full of addresses, and we want to look at only those within a certain zip code. We can do that. Maybe we are looking at a customer list, and we want to look at only customers who made purchases during the month of March. We can do that. Maybe we're looking at our prescription sales, and we want to look at only those customers who purchased a certain prescription drug. And keep in mind when we're thinking about pharmacy uses, keeping track of prescriptions purchased is going to be of great help if we would have, maybe say there's some sort of a recall on a medication. Being able to track that and find where that medication went to, as far as patients go, might help us in being able to reach back out to them, let them know what's going on, whatever the scenario may be. So that's what Chapter 7 is all about, is how to place those filters on our data. Now, the last chapter that we're going to cover in Access is all about exporting and importing data. And that's where we take this information that's already in the form of Access, and we pull it out or pull it out and put it in another Microsoft operation. So say we want to go and pull it out and throw it into Excel, we can do that with this. So we can take certain data out and put it into an Excel spreadsheet to do something with. We can also pull it out and put it into Microsoft Office Word document. We can put it in a PDF form. We can actually take a snapshot of a specific piece and put it into a Word doc. So there's a lot of different things that we can do as far as exporting the data. So the key is, again, just becoming familiar with the different things that you can do with these documents within Access and how they work with the other things in the Microsoft Office suite. And then finally, it is linking it to a table, so we can import more data, so we can gather more information, and we can take it and link it to another table that we've already got set up. So that's, we've already got stuff in Access. How can we bring more stuff in and link them together? So that's what the second part of this particular chapter is all about. Now, I know some of you have been struggling with some of this material. It is not something that we always spend a lot of time on. We're not real familiar with it. It's not something that we necessarily use on a regular basis. However, this is something that we just want you to have more of a feeling about. How does this work? What are some of its capabilities? We don't necessarily expect you to be experts with Access by the time you finish this course, but to just know some of the general things that you can do with it and its capabilities, so that you can say, hey, I've done that before. I remember that. I think we can use this particular program to try that. So that's a great way to approach this particular group of chapters, is to just kind of think about, what are some options? What are some things I might be able to do with this? And then use that to kind of further yourself down the line. Again, we're not looking for you to be experts. We just want you to have a basic understanding of what's out there and what's available. So as you go through this last few chapters of this particular topic, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. Please send me an email, give me a call if you have any questions, and have a great week.